You've made choices about where you want to go with your life. And now it's time to step into action. Now it's time to move forward and start taking steps. Start going after what you want and seeing what life brings on your path. We are in the Red Snake Wavespell, moving from snake to monkey to earth. And we just came out of the second castle. We came out of a yellow wave where we have been reflecting on what is important, where we have been looking at what do we want to make grow, what choices do we want to make to build the future, where do we want to go with our lives, what future do we want to invest into, what do we want to commit ourselves to. And so now it is time to start moving again. We've been reflecting, we've been making choices, so now it's time to put it into action. We are in a red wave, and a red wave is about acting and experiencing and moving forward, taking initiative. And so the snake asks us to step into that sense of passion, of instinct, of desire, of a simple perspective, of just going with what you feel in this moment that you want, and then move. Just go forward and move. This is not a time for reflecting and thinking long and taking it slow. No, let's move forward. From passion, from what feels good. We have done the work to figure out what it is that we want. And now, give it a try. This is all about giving it a try, not taking things too seriously, not taking things too heavy. The monkey says, just go with it. See what happens. Allow yourself to learn from trying something. And maybe you'll discover that's not quite what I wanted. I need to adjust a bit, but give it a try. In this energy, we may not always have the great overview, but occasionally we can look up and see, what was it that I wanted? What was it that I want to grow? What was it that I want to create? Oh yeah, okay. So that's where we're heading generally. And then just take the next step. Then just take another step and move. The earth at tone 13 is the goal of this wave. And the earth is about taking one foot in front of the other, about continuing to take steps. But also is bringing us the synchronicities, the guidance on the road. It gives us signs, gives us coincidences, things that we can follow, things that draw our attention. Oh, well, isn't that interesting? I was just thinking about that. Or, hey, isn't that kind of the next step with what I was just working on yesterday? So allow these things that come into your life, things that show up randomly out of the blue, to inspire you, to guide you. Maybe something happens that you totally didn't expect. Allow it to be a lesson. Allow it to be a bit of guidance, a breadcrumb on the road of your life, on the road of your path of self-development. So that's what the earth does. It brings us these guidances, these insights, these little coincidences on the road. And therefore, we don't have to have the complete overview. We don't have to know exactly where each step will be, because the red earth takes the path of least resistance. The red earth takes the path off-road. It doesn't follow the dotted line that the map has made. It finds these other roads by letting the guidance come through, letting your feet guide you, letting your body guide you forward. So, in this energy, Be with that feeling of play. The blue monkey likes to play, likes to sing, likes to dance. The blue monkey helps us to take life lightly, to walk lightly on the earth, to walk with joy. So focus on your joy. Focus on what makes you feel good, on what you want to do. And see what may be revealed to you. See what life reveals to you, shows to you as you move along. We start this wave as a snake crawling over the earth, but as we get further into this wave, we crawl up the calendar. We get to the higher signs. We will fly up like an eagle, and by the end of this 2-week period, in about 1.5 weeks from now, you will have more overview. You will have more understanding, and it becomes time to do some reflecting and to look at where do we stand. But that's the next wave. I'll talk about that then. Right now, just move from your passion with your joy. Go after that which you want. Go after your vision for your life. Follow up on the choices that you have already made. Follow up on that which you know is important to you. You don't have to know exactly how to get there, but if you have any idea of your priorities in life, if you have any understanding of what it is that you want, start taking steps in the right direction. That's all you need to do right now. Take some steps. And later we can look at, evaluate and see where those steps helpful. What did I learn from them? How can I go with even more focus? But now just move. It's a time for experiments. It's a time for trying it out, for moving forward. And you might not be entirely in control of things. We are in a transformative blue castle, and that means we're not quite in control. We just get to move. And life might be pulling you somewhere. And you can trust that flow. You can go with that flow. Just check in occasionally. What do I want? Because life can guide you anywhere. You get to keep that focus of this is what I want. This is what makes me feel good. This is what makes me feel alive. And from that, life will guide you, will give you the signs that can help you with exactly that which you want. This wave manifests the wizard, manifests timelessness. This is the wizard, is the shaman. This is the one who takes care of their environment. The one who receives from above and lets it flow through. So sit with yourself, sit with meditation, or align with your feeling of this is what I want, of this is where I'm going. And that wizard that knows no time, that is always in the same time, always in the here and the now, aligned with the past and the future, but moving towards that future. That wizard, which we get to embody, which we get to step into, manifest into the world, that wizard knows that whatever you do today is creating where you will be tomorrow. Whatever you do now in this moment is creating your future. As you take care of your surroundings, you are improving your future life. As you take care of other people, those people will take care of you at another time. This is the cycle of generations as well. Our parents take care of us, and eventually we get to take care of our parents. And eventually we get to have children take care of those children who can take care of us, who might have children, and we may incarnate again into the same family and again be cared for by our children who are now older than us. That is the cycle of life of the wizard. Understanding life through the lens of many lifetimes. Knowing that we take care of life, of ourselves, of the world around us, with that perspective of many generations to come. We get to consider in our actions the impact on the next 7 generations. And so when we do the healing work, when we take those actions, when we change those habits, when we do that inner work on ourselves, when we take action towards a brighter future, we are impacting the next 7 generations. So let that be a motivator to do what you feel needs to be done, to go after your dreams, to do that inner work, to transform yourself, to develop yourself more and more, to make a little improvement every day, to do a little good thing every day, again and again, because everything is contributing to that brighter future that we are building together. As we release the old ways, as we step into a new way of life, as we connect deeply with nature, as we connect deeply with the flow of life, we create that beautiful continuation of humanity. We create that harmonious continuation of humanity. We invent a new way to live for humans living in harmony with themselves, with each other, with all life on earth. That is the beauty of the process that we are in. That is the beauty of this process of reconnection. So, that's the energy for this 2 weeks. If you want to get a more personal reading and look at what the astrology says for you right now, you can check the links in the description, because I can give you a session. We can talk about it. We can look at your birth chart. We can look at your year chart. We can figure out what the astrology has in store for you and how you can really embody these energies that are best aligned for your life, for your development right now. So if you're interested, check the links. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next podcast. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.